This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has threatened to gut the filibuster if Republicans don't back the White House's voting rights legislation. Harris Alec reports Schumer wrote in a letter to colleagues that he would force a vote on changing the Senate's long-standing rules by January 17th unless Republican lawmakers help pass the voting bill. Schumer said that the Senate must evolve like it has many times before. The bill Schumer plans to put up for a vote would rework campaign finance laws, expand mail-in voting, and impose new restrictions on the ability of states to draw electoral districts. The bill failed in the evenly split Senate 3 times last year, always falling well short of the 60-vote filibuster threshold. The Chicago Teachers Union could refuse to work in person, raising the prospect of a standoff over the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. Tom Howe reports the union scheduled a vote in which its 25,000 members will decide whether to support a plan that favors virtual work over the classroom. A walkout by the union, which has a list of demands that include proof of negative tests for students and high-quality masks in the classroom, could result in a standoff that cripples the system. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot dismissed the union's saber-rattling as Democratic city leaders took a harder line on keeping classrooms open to avoid the academic and social pitfalls of remote learning. Russian President Vladimir Putin's tough talk and threatening military buildup on Ukraine's border could backfire and result in the one thing he says he doesn't want, an expansion of NATO to more countries on Russia's doorstep. Guy Taylor reports some countries in the region that long shunned NATO membership in favor of neutrality are reconsidering as a response to Russia's aggressive posturing. Top officials in Finland say they have a right to apply for NATO membership, regardless of how Russia feels about it. And Sweden's more conservative parties have also edged closer to joining the alliance in recent years. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. If you don't have access to the Times yet, you can visit WashingtonTimes.com/George for a special subscription offer. Even as the Biden administration moves towards leniency for illegal immigrants on many fronts, there's still a line the government hasn't crossed. Possessing a firearm is still a serious offense. But the Second Amendment guarantees the right to bear arms to the people, and a series of cases is testing whether that term also includes illegal immigrants. One of those cases is now before the Supreme Court, Stephen Dinan reports, with attorneys for Javier Perez, an illegal immigrant who used a gun to disperse a gang of teens attacking another teen, asking justices to settle the question. A federal judge found Perez guilty and sentenced him to 20 months for the gun crime. The U.S. Second Court of Appeals agreed with that ruling, though the 3-judge panel differed sharply on whether Perez had Second Amendment rights. Perez's attorneys say it's generally accepted that illegal immigrants have those rights in other places of the Constitution where the term the people is used. And finally, filmmakers specializing in Christian and conservative themes say 2022 will be the year of Hollywood alternatives. Sean Salai reports those creators say there's an audience for their content estimated at 52 million via streaming services. Kirk Cameron, the former Growing Pains star who now produces and acts in Christian-themed entertainment, said the wave of crowdfunded entertainment serves a segment of the audience that typically isn't represented in Hollywood productions. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on your favorite podcast platforms just by searching Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.